Okay, here's a funny quirk. The car is actually called the Dolphin, but it may have an identity crisis because it wears a shark fin. Identity crisis? This is Caricarz.com and check it out, folks. The wait is finally over because the BYD Dolphin has finally landed in Malaysia. And in today's short video, I'm going to give you a quick tour and show you around what this little EV hatchback has to offer. Okay, like the larger Atto 3 SUV, the BYD Dolphin hatch comes in two guises, namely a standard and an extended range. We've got the latter here, but visually both look very similar and they share the same styling touches featuring two-tone colorway. Check out this very funky looking grille. It's not just funky to look at, it's quite nice to the touch as well. Looks very premium. And check out the high-tech touches like the full LED headlights. Moving to the side profile, and as you can see, the BYD Dolphin in terms of size is very similar to the Peroda Myvi, albeit a lot sportier looking and more premium looking too, thanks to this two-tone colorway. And you even get a set of very snazzy looking two-tone 17-inch wheels to match in this range topper. Now, while I can't show you this, there's actually another key difference between the standard and extended range, and it lies in the rear suspension setup. And in the case of this range topper, it promises a much better drive too because it adopts a multi-link rear suspension setup, whereas the standard range uses a torsion beam rear suspension setup. And now we move to the rear end of the Dolphin, which is where I think it looks the prettiest because it looks both very sporty and very, very high-tech. Just look at the way this bumper is designed. It's got all these lures and blacked out pieces to give it that sporty look, and just look at the way the LED lights are designed. It's full LED, it runs across the entire tailgate, and it features this funky wavy graphic. It's very, very cool, but I think it only lacks one thing, which is sequential turn signals as seen in the larger Atto 3. Okay, both variants of the Dolphin harnesses BYD's proprietary blade battery design that's mounted in the floor. They both have differing capacities and maximum charge inputs, AC and DC. But speaking of which, you can see right here, it has both AC and DC. And in the case of the extended range, I'll give you the most important figure, which is range. And the claimed WLTP figure for this is 427 kilometers. However, the standard range also has a respectable WLTP range figure of 340 kilometers. Now, both the standard and extended range variants share the same front-mounted motor and front-wheel drive setup, albeit with differing outputs. If you opt for the range topper as featured here, the motor delivers 201 horsepower and 310 Newton meters of torque, which in turn allows this little EV hatch to dispatch 0 to 100 km/h in just 7 seconds flat. Just like the Atto 3 SUV, both variants of the BYD Dolphin comes fully laden with a barrage of active driver assist or ADAS features, and the list is actually quite long. So overall, all this enables the BYD Dolphin with level 2 plus semi-autonomy, meaning it could almost drive itself, and that's pretty cool. And now we move inside into the cabin of the BYD Dolphin. As you can see, it's very, very nice. The design is very funky, almost as funky as the Atto 3, except it doesn't have aircon vents in the middle right here. You get more traditional rounded ones in the dash instead. Like the Atto 3, there's two screens, one small driver meter display, but my favorite is this center infotainment touchscreen because like the Atto 3, this one can rotate. Check it out. Check out that screen again because it has access to dual zone automatic climate control. It also has wired Apple CarPlay connectivity, apart from which I'll also highlight the presence of a wireless smartphone charging pad right here and an electronic parking brake with auto hold function. Also, in the case of this extended range variant, you even get a very nice panoramic glass sunroof. Fancy! Okay, good news for tall, lanky folks like myself. The back seat of the BYD Dolphin is actually very spacious. Check out the amount of leg room and headroom I've got. It's quite decent. It's not snug, but it's decent. And I will also add it's very, very plush here because of the artificial leather. It feels soft and plush to the touch. Very, very nice, very, very luxurious. And just to add to the creature comfort, you even have access to both a USB-A and USB-C charge port at the back. Overall, life in the back seat of the BYD Dolphin is not bad. That's everything we can tell you in a nutshell about the new BYD Dolphin EV hatch that's now priced on sale at just a little over 100,000 ringgit on the road for the standard range and just a little over 125,000 ringgit for the extended range as featured here, both excluding insurance. Head on over to caricarz.com/news now to read our detailed launch report and find out more about the after-sales packages available for this car. In the meantime, what do you think of the BYD Dolphin then? Hit the comments below with your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Save more safe.
Caricarz.